All right, y'all. I'm back. Early morning video. Uh, I had to do this one at the house because otherwise I ain't gonna have time. I get my son this weekend, and T-Mobile was like, "Hey, nigga, use too much data. We slowing your shit down." It took like 3 hours yesterday to upload that damn video about Paul George and Alonzo trade. I was like, "This is bullshit." And everything. So, and I don't want to use school computers for that shit because you know how that shit go. But and yeah, I'm sitting here with my old man role, very old manly, and wife beat on and everything. But we're gonna make this work. So you know, it's a ton of talk and slander going on right now, especially with the main two figureheads of the Ball family, um, ball players of the family anyway, being Zoe and Mello. There's people out there giving false news or fake news for Melo and, trying to drive his draft stock down. And, you got Drew Stans who are coming at Zoe fans and some Zoe stands simply because Drew is on the trade market. And they were rah, rah, rah. Oh, we need to get rid of Lonzo and keep Drew because blah, blah, blah. And I get it. I completely get it. It's like you had that one chick you had your eyes set on, and you used to buy her gifts. You used to try to swoon her. And then she go choose the nigga that ain't did shit for her but want to go upside her motherfucking forehead. I get it. I get it. Y'all having a bad breakup right now. Y'all acting like some simps for this nigga. See, I made a video ahead of time because I wanted to put it out there. If they trade Lonzo, I'm gonna be good. If they keep Lonzo, I'm gonna be good. If they trade Drew, I'm gonna be good. If they don't, I'm gonna be good. Either way, see, I'm a fan of players and teams, but I also understand the business. So I don't trip. But I have to look at everything out there and come up with a plan or come up with what I think will be the plan. And businesses have to do the same. Now, if you guys remember, they reported and said that whatever coach they got for the New Orleans Pelicans had to be on the same page with the front office, and they had to have the same viewpoint for Lonzo Ball. Wow. Sorry. I'm gonna tell y'all, this was already set in motion. Front office. This let me break this down for y'all. The front office knew they were gonna keep Lonzo Ball. They already knew they were gonna keep him. They knew they were gonna get rid of Drew. This was already figured out. Already figured out. That means, despite what Lonzo did in the bubble, they were going to keep him and move on from Drew. That's it. That's it. I mean, there's no point in being mad at this shit. It's the nature of the beast, the nature of the game, right? You know, people sitting up here like arguing with other YouTubers and Twitter people because they think their opinion is so much more valuable and shit, and they sit there and make these podcasts and these videos and talk like they know everything about what's going on with the Pels and stuff and everything. It's like y'all just like us. Y'all sitting out there giving opinions and shit. It's just so happens that we're right and you're wrong this time. Okay, y'all need to chill out that shit. It's really not good. It's not good for conversation. It's not good for the basketball community at large, and it really does nothing for anybody. Other than show how y'all aren't really logical or overly emotional to this shit. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if they traded Lonzo, I'm gonna still be a fan of Bi and Zion. But wherever Lonzo going, I'm going too. I mean, I'm gonna still be a Mavs fan at heart. That's my core. That's my team. That's who I ride for. So it's gonna be Luka and it's gonna be KP. But wherever Lonzo would have went, hey, Pels, I'm gonna still watch for my boy Bi and Zion. But and Josh Hart too. I got love. I got love for the entire Lakers trio. But it's gonna be wherever Zoe at. Hey, we gonna be there. you know, until I'm gonna ride that train till the wheels fall off. I believe in Zoe. I love the way he play. I love IQ. I think he has potential to be one of the greatest players to ever play the game if he get his act right. But it is what it is. You know, I ain't tripping. I could sit there and tell you Lonzo had bad bubble play. You know, I could tell you he hadn't shot good his entire career. I can also explain to you what some reasons are for that. You know, I can tell you that his free throws are terrible and he needs to work on it. No excuse. But some people just can't separate fantasy from fiction. Drew's a really good player, and I like Drew. But to sit here and act like he's going to be a part of the core moving forward, that ain't the case. He's in a different point of his life. And when you get to even this is even when we dealing with people, in our everyday lives. Sometimes you get to a point where you're in a different place from other people. Sometimes it's better for y'all to move on or separate. You know, whether that be in just friendships, business partnerships, relationships, marriages, yada yada yada. It is what it is. That's the way life is. And so I'm just saying, like, even with like the LaMelo Ball slander and shit. And I think that's to try to get him to fall down a couple so another team can get him, which, I get it, but teams are smarter than that. Especially if you're a reporter doing that shit. You got to know that. Like, the slander is not necessary. We all know what LaMelo's talent is. you know, Scout evaluators have 9 times out of 10 have higher IQ and understanding of game than the average person, so they know what to look for. You can't look on a tape and say Lamelo is not a top five pick. He's there. In any other draft, like if it would have been last year's draft, he still would have been a top five player. He may not have been picked at Zion, but honestly, he might have been picked right after Zion, as talented as he is, but given all respect. They probably would have picked him over Ja. Just to give you a level of understanding of how talented the brother is. So it's all this hate just need to stop, man. It ain't that fucking serious. Like, for real. Like, at the end of the day, if you're a Pels fan, the Pels have to do what's best for the organization going forward, not what's best for you. If that meant they had to trade Lonzo Ball, I would be okay with it. You know, I'm a Mavs fan. Even if they had to trade Luca for and they was getting something back, I'd have to be okay with it. Now I don't mean I like it, but and I doubt they would do that unless they were getting like prime LeBron James at like age 25 or something like that. But it's the nature of the business, nature of the beast. You win some battles, you lose some battles, but you gotta make it do what it do with what you got. So stop this slander, y'all. The shit is really unhealthy. Make y'all look terrible. Grow up. I'm about to go get ready for work. This is just a very early morning video. Peace.